Hello and welcome back, all my Dragon Ball theorists. Beerus-sama was enjoying a cup of tea to calm down from Goku going to visit Zeno, and it would be short-lived as the Grand Priest would emerge from a portal, startling everyone. He brought a message from Zeno to announce the details of the upcoming tournament. On the 3,135,500,603rd day of the King's calendar, 10 warriors from each universe shall participate in the Tournament of Power. I always found this number fascinating and have talked about it some in other videos because it represents divine time. Not Earth time, but a totally different calendar used by divine beings. You see, these days aren't Earth days. They are divine days, which makes sense since, well, there isn't an Earth in every universe, and there was also time before Earth. If we take this number and divide it by our Earth calendar year of 365, it would give us 8,509,412 years, which we know the King's calendar, or this divine measurement of time, has been around since time immemorial. This calendar is well over 100 million years old. We know that because well over 100 million years before age, in the year 41 of the King's calendar, Zalama created the Super Dragon Balls. So how long is a divine day, and how many measurements of time do they have? This information is pertinent because many have made the false claim that Belmod has only been a god of destruction for 240,851 years. You see, they took his days since he became god of destruction and divided it by 365 for some reason, and Universe 11 doesn't even have an Earth. You see, Belmod's tenure as God of Destruction of Universe 11 is far longer than that due to the fact he is using divine days. He has actually been a God of Destruction for millions of years, and we can figure that out, but first, let's get into some of the other measurements of divine time as we have tick and tack. I like to look at these as similar to our seconds and minutes. At the exhibition match, when Goku asked how long it would be till the stage was ready, the Grand Priest says 5 ticks, and a confused Goku inquires how long that will be, which the Grand Priest tells us in Universe 7 Earth's time, that is about 40 hours. Another interesting tidbit of information was stated right before this, when the Grand Priest yet again announces the date for the tournament, as we can see the 3 billion day date again, but right after says on the 157th hour of that day. So these divine days are massively long compared to Earth. We also find out that the length of the tournament is 100 tack, which is 48 minutes in Earth time. So 1000 tack is 1 tick, or 8 hours of Earth time. This divine time does seem to fit together nicely, just wish I had all the pieces of the puzzle. I haven't been able to find out yet how many ticks are in a divine hour, or how many hours are in a complete day, as we know there are at least 157. However, I think you are starting to see the point. If this number here has to represent over 100 million years, that would mean this number here that represents the duration that Belmod has been a god of destruction has to be 3 million Earth years in the very least, although it could be much, much more. The problem is we are still missing some vital information about divine time, which is we don't know how long it was from the year 42 of the King's calendar to 100 million years before age, or from time immemorial to the year 41 of the King's calendar could be hundreds of millions or even billions of years. At this time, I haven't seen any information on this yet unless I missed it in a guidebook or interview. If this date were to say represent a billion years, well then Belmod would have been a god of destruction for 30 million years, which makes a lot more sense since Beerus has been around for hundreds of millions of years. He was the one who sealed away the Okai in the Z-Sword 75 million years before age. Hopefully coming up we can learn more into the early times of the gods and angels, then we can actually piece together just exactly how long a divine day is, and perhaps when even Zeno was born. However, if you are to take anything away from this video, just remember that a divine day is a very, very long time, and they have to be since they date back to the creation of existence itself. So if a god or angel ever is referencing how many days again, we must realize that it's likely millions of years by our Earth standards. Hope everyone is having a great night, and this is just something I have been thinking about for a while and still receive some comments from time to time on Belmod and his short tenure as God of Destruction. I always respond, why are you dividing these days by 365? These are divine days, not Earth days. He has been a god of destruction for millions of years. Well, at least according to the information that we have. As always, I look forward to hearing your thoughts and theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share it and smash that like button. Also, please subscribe to support the channel and turn on that notification bell to keep those theories coming.